I'm not MAGA, please don't scroll. I have a moral compass and a soul. Let me be crystal clear about the incidents that happened, especially how horrific and tragic the Bourbon Street, New Orleans incident was. But even with the loss of life with the Cybertruck in Vegas, any loss of life is horrible. I don't celebrate that. None of us should. So when I make light of the post, like I had with that picture up there, it's the symbolism. I'm not celebrating the loss of life of the individual or the mental health crisis they went through or whatever the underlying causes and reasons were. But one thing is absolutely sure, both were veterans, and our country does have a mental health crisis, especially in the veteran community. When you feel like you don't have much to live for and you feel like you're not getting the resources that you need, you're susceptible to be radicalized. You're susceptible to mental health crisis. And this is exactly why I went on the road in 2017, because I knew the second Trump in his first term became president that he wouldn't do a thing for veterans. So for any that are making posts kind of laughing at that imagery of the Cybertruck on fire in front of Trump's name, I hope they share the same sentiment, and I'm sure they do, as me, that it's about the image, it's about the symbolism, it's not about the loss of life. I expect we will see more instances in 2025, whether they are pre-planned out or they are, mental health crisis breaks. Either way, when you set a precedent that there are people above the rule of law, the mass population will stop following the rule of law. And that's what I see will happen now with the failure of Merrick Garland and, frankly, Biden, because the buck stops at the top and not being strong enough in locking Trump up. If you give passes and permissions to certain individuals just because of their wealth or their public persona or their former presidency, then you give just cause that no one needs to follow the rule of law, from a simple speeding ticket to much, much worse. And this is the precedent that our country is setting now. So, MAGA, be careful what you wish for.